There are days when you wake up energized, full of motivation. You feel like doing everything, changing everything. You promise yourself this time it's happening. But then Tuesday arrives, or the heat, or the rain, or a message that brings you down. Or no one notices your effort, and motivation disappears. It vanishes like cheap perfume, and what's left is just you, with your goal, your dream, and a body that just wants to crawl back into bed. And that's the moment that separates those who want from those who do. Because motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. It doesn't shout, doesn't hype you up, doesn't give speeches. It just shows up every single day, even on the worst ones. Stick with me through the end of this story. Because maybe what you're missing in life isn't more motivation, it's more consistency. Guilherme was always the ideas guy. He'd start excited. He'd make plans, mind maps, colorful to-do lists. He'd spend nights watching productivity videos. He tried to learn guitar, Spanish, digital marketing, weightlifting, cooking, and meditation. The problem, he quit everything halfway through. 2 weeks in, he was focused. Then he'd vanish. Lose steam, forget, blame time. One day, he decided to really change. He picked just one goal, to pass a public service exam, a real opportunity, with a deadline and a posted syllabus. He downloaded the materials, printed a schedule, stuck post-its all over the wall. In the first week, he studied 5 hours a day. The second week, it dropped to 3. By the third, something happened at home, and he didn't study at all. That old feeling came back. I guess I'm just not cut out for this. But something was different. On Friday night of that third week, he looked in the mirror, took a deep breath, and said, "I'll study for 30 minutes. Just today, even tired, even late. Just today." He sat down, sleepy, but studied. The next day, he did it again, just 30 minutes, and so it went. No epic scenes, no soundtrack, no applause. In the beginning, it felt like nothing. But by month 5, he had mastered half the material. By month 8, it was a habit. When the exam was announced, Guilherme was ready. He took the test calmly and passed. And then someone said, "Wow, such strong willpower." He smiled inside. Because it wasn't willpower. It was discipline. It was choosing to do it, even when he didn't want to. Today, Guilherme is studying for the next level. When he wakes up unmotivated, he repeats the phrase that saved him back then, just today. Motivation is the spark, the flame. But discipline is the fire that keeps burning when the wood gets wet. You might start something out of excitement, but you'll only finish if you keep going after the excitement fades. Discipline doesn't care about your mood. It ignores cloudy skies, doesn't wait for cheerleaders. It just shows up and gets it done. An Olympic athlete once said, "I trained for 10 years to have one good day, and I trained on every bad day too." That's it. Want to change your life? Start with motivation. But keep going with discipline. The difference between those who finish and those who quit is usually just doing the basics every single day, even tired, even unnoticed. Remember those old school faucets you had to press to get water, and they'd just drip? Each drop felt like nothing. But by the end of the day, the floor was soaked. Discipline is like that. You do a little today, a little tomorrow, and by the end of the month, you're soaked in results. And here's the thing. Discipline creates motivation, not the other way around. When you start seeing results, you feel like continuing. And that only happens if you didn't quit before. It's a wheel, but the first push isn't loud. It's habit. Pick one thing you want to improve. Just one. Now, choose the smallest step you can take daily. Not the ideal step, the doable one. It could be reading 2 pages, doing 10 push-ups, studying 15 minutes, drinking more water, write it down, and commit to it for 7 days. Doesn't matter how small. What matters is showing up. Guilherme never became an influencer, never posted before and after pictures. But he became someone who keeps promises to himself. His motivation still fades sometimes. But discipline stays. It carries him on the bad days. It's the lazy days. It's the slow, silent days. And his secret isn't heroism. It's humility. It's humility to do the basics. To stop waiting for the perfect scenario. To keep going even with doubts. Maybe you're waiting for motivation to come back so you can restart. But maybe what you need is just one step. Today, even if it's small, even if you're behind, even if you're not feeling it, because that one step changes everything. And next time your willpower disappears, remember Guilherme and tell yourself just today. If this video inspired you in any way, leave a comment below. Tell me, what small step are you going to take today? And if this message could help someone who keeps giving up halfway, share it with them. Oh, and of course, like the video so more people can find this story. See you in the next one.